Good afternoon. George Cavaligos for HFT Bonds. Another inside day pattern. We did one on Friday. After we saw the market rally on Thursday, kind of thought we might see a little follow through, but no such luck. I still think we're in some kind of corrective pattern. I'm getting concerned that we haven't been able to make a higher high here. These inside days are minor trend change indicators. I really can't tell you what the minor trend is. It's sideways. I think we're looking at some, triangle formations that are building up here in the 10-year and in the bonds. If you look at the 10-year and you connect on a, say, an hourly chart, the last couple lows, that trend line comes in around 131.17. And then if you look at the last two lows before that, we have another trend line that comes in around 131.14. So what I'm looking for are some type of a move outside of these triangles. On the upside, the triangle is sitting up, I want to say 27 right now, but let me double check. It's moving down a little bit. No, it's still there. 131.27 on the 10-year is the upside trend line. I think if we could take, any of these levels out, we're looking at a fairly significant move. I'm leaning towards the downside. The yen is collapsing again. The euro's still bid. I hope you guys saw in the chat room the Euro idea last night. I think that one's going to be a nice long-term, trade for us. Hopefully we can get something like that going in the treasuries besides this choppy sideways stuff. It's been like this now since, we put the lows up the 4th of February. We've been, sideways to higher choppy mess for 2 weeks. I think the market's due for a better move. Hard to kind of fight the Fed and hard to fight the supply situation, but I think we have to be aware that the supply situation is going to be the key. Do our creditors show up, even though China's on holiday all week, do our creditors show up and buy these auctions? Or is it just the dealers trying to buy them so they can flip them back to the Fed and continue the Ponzi scheme that our government has become? I don't know. I want to sell a rally tonight. Hope we can get one. We're trading down a little bit right now. Bonds traded down 21. They're holding up better. They're unchanged on the day than the 10-years are. We're seeing some, I think, hedge activity in the short end of the curve. Tomorrow's 3-year auction. I think there's some concerns about the 3-year auction. And I think we're seeing some hedge pressure on the 5-year and the 3-year right now as dealers are hedging that in front of the auction tomorrow. They're not hedging with the bonds and notes yet. I think we'll see that tomorrow after we get through the 3-year auction. Or, if we see any kind of a bounce overnight. It's tricky overnight now. China's out. We've been seeing that consistent sell-off during the Asian hours. And then sometimes we've been seeing the sell-off in London, too. Last night the market actually went bid during the Asian hours because it was just Australia and New Zealand in. And then when we hit London hours, we did see the sell-off hit pretty good there and was able to cover against that 16 level this morning and finally have a decent trade on a Sunday night. Going to look for the same trade again tonight. Hopefully the Asian markets close. Maybe we get a little bit of a bounce. I'd love to try and sell it against the settlement from yesterday at 23 plus. Should be an interesting evening, I think. Don't look for a lot. I think if you could sell 23 pluses and cover against 17 and 14, play that game. Again, buyback tomorrow and then the 3-year auction tomorrow. Another buyback on Wednesday and then the 10-year auction on Wednesday too, and that's going to be the key. I think we'll put up a low around the 10-year. Lately, ever since we went to monthly bond auctions, you can buy the bond auction in the auction in 24 hours. I don't think you've lost money since they went to a monthly bond auction ever. Okay, that's about it. Not really much to say. We had an okay day. The trade was last night. Today I ended up, scratching a trade. No, I lost 2 ticks. Yeah. Just because I got bored more than anything. Okay, guys, have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.